Hello everyone, welcome to Leoguidance time. If this is your first time, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. Today's pick a card or pick a crystal reading is going to be all about how do you make others feel. I'm going to break down the reading a little bit. I have specific questions, but you can just like take it as a general reading about maybe some specific people on your mind, or generally how do you make others feel. It can be even the acquaintances. And my intention is always to bring the highest messages for our highest goods, and to bring some self-awareness and empowerment and the positive vibes as well. So let's see. If you're going to go with the group number one, the red jasper is going to be representing group number one. For group number two, we are going to have fluorite representing the pile. And for group number three, we will have the clear quartz. So I will pick the cards, shuffle them during the reading, but you can pause the video if you haven't do your selection yet. You're going to find the timestamps in the description box below, and I'll see you there. Hello group number one, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen red jasper, then this is going to be your reading. So before I start with your reading, I'd like to share with you through meditation what I felt. I felt like very uplifting, positive, like a joyful, playful energy. I believe that this is how other people see you. I'm not sure how much you're resonating with it for yourself. I believe that you do at a big extent, but you might not be so fully. You might be thinking that I am more depth than that, and that's for sure. But in overall, like people see as a positive energy and the vibe that I feel. You might be having a very grounding presence as well with this red jasper. You might be confident towards yourself. You're representing it as it is. Also, some positive body image that I'm picking it up. So that's very healing and nice energy. And I want to check out first. So I'm going to break down the reading. So first, I will just check how do others see you with some archetype cards. Then I want to check in general, how do you make others feel? And I want to dive deeper into some aspects about like what positive feelings you awaken in other people, and what uncomfortable feelings you might be awakening in other people. And then I want to get some pep talk at the end from the spirit as well to like close up the reading, because how do you make others feel are their perception. So I just want to close the reading of a message from the spirit after. So let's see group number one. Like first of all, how do others see you? And I'm just pausing because there's this empty card still I'm keeping under the deck. So it feels like you're kind of like maybe a mystery for some people. You're not that, like, you're easy to read, but not that easy to read. Like there's layers for you. So they're like, oh, I know them, until they realize something more about you, like something different that you were interested in. They had no idea you might be interested in that, or they had no idea you might like that or dislike that. So like you are full of surprises and positive ones that I feel. But let me get some idea about you with number one. Like first of all, how do others see you? Ooh, we have one more card. We have Father card. So this says that talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light with a tribal unit. Shadow attribute says that dictatorial control, abuse of authority. I'm seeing that you have strong sense of justice that the others feel. They feel that they could trust and they could rely on you. And in a group setting, you might not be the loudest one, but they know that like your presence makes a big difference, and they know that they can always trust you, your judgment. And like if there is something, let's say, stuck in a situation, or people are indecisive, they can trust you to say the last word to bring justice to the situation, or like basically close up the contract or that kind of like a vibe. It's positive guiding light. It's like a beautiful energy in here. They might also think that if you are a father, if you're a mother, like you're a perfect parent figure, or they might think that you can make an actually great parent. So, all right, let me see the bottom of the deck. We have storyteller. Oh, so ability to experience and express a life through stories and symbols. You might actually be a great storyteller, so you don't necessarily need to be doing it as a job or profession, etc. But like how you tell things just leaves a mark on people. Your perspective leaves a mark on people, and that joyful, joyous energy might be also coming so strongly through how you express yourself with words. You might be singing or playing as well. That's very beautiful. People love it. So I want to see in general with some tarot cards about like how do you make other people feel in general. Let me see. How does group number one make others feel, spirit? How does group number one makes others feel, spirit? How does group number one makes others feel? Oh, we have Wheel of Fortune in here. You have so many talents. This is like you can see that that woman in here, like she's in multiple different like positions and shapes in here. So it just tells me again, like confirmation of the meditation message I was receiving. Like you have so many layers that people could only see it when they started to get to know you. Ooh, we have Seven of Voices in reverse. I'm gonna get a one more card. You have Empress at the bottom. You have this divine energy, the whole universe within you. You are mysterious, group number one, but only to those that they are not in a total energetic alignment with you. Like you are a little bit more of a mystery to them because they don't understand you, but it's not a judgmental mystery. Like they want to know more about like something that's so enticing. But with the people that you vibe, they respect you. They really do respect you, and they are so grateful for you that I'm picking up. How do you make others feel good? Number one, one more card in here. Like, oh, page of emotions. You have such a pure heart and like the whole universe within you again. So group number one, with the Knight of Materials, you're such a stable person with this like a red jasper energy in here. Like you are very trustworthy. People could really depend on you. At the same time, you are not closed off your emotions or to your heart space. You're very much connected to it. I don't know how much you feel it from time to time. Maybe you might be judging yourself around it a little bit by being cold-hearted, but there is a thin line between like basically being an emotionally mature person versus um, giving into your emotions. So you can be able to discern from your emotions whenever they are not a primary force at that specific situation, basically. So with the Wheel of Fortune in here, you have been in this earth a couple of times. You might be an old soul, a star seeds energy somehow coming in here. You might be speaking different languages. That does not mean specifically earth language. You might be also talented in any other like light languages, etc. I don't know if you're interested in sacred geometry, but I'm hearing multiple personalities to be honest, but it is not in like it's not in that sense of like how our current like a medical industry is just like basically labeling and putting into boxes and like uh, creating all the diagnosis. No, it's that energy of you having a lot of talents and your extreme adaptability that it shows me. So like how do you make others feel is so comfortable Like you can connect with anyone literally. It doesn't matter their background, it doesn't matter their point of view. You are so non-judgmental. People love it. People love your energy. Like you know who to vibe with about what. You feel it, you sense it. I was picking up the seer energy in the meditation as well. Now it's coming back to me. I forgot to mention. So it's like, you know, the opposing forces in the universe, they always have a reason. So you have this beautiful like a pink tilted glasses, but it's not unrealistic. So you know when to keep the optimism and see the bright side of the things. You give this vibe of like everything works out for me and everyone around me. So with your presence, with your words especially, like you brought up those beautiful energies in people. You transmute them even they realize it or not, like they feel a sense of relief after your presence. You might be also picking up messages and energies in your dreams about people in your life. Whether you told them or not, you might not be mostly. You know that we are the stardusts an enormous universe, but at the same time, so this creates some humility in you, but at the same time, you know how powerful we are because we are one with the universe, and our words can literally just energetically move. Um, energetically move even the particles in the space. So our you also aware like how powerful we are. At the same time, you know that we are just a little we are just like the how can I put it? We are just a manifestation of the divine in a human form. So there are multiple versions of us, and there are like billions of us on the planet. But at the same time, you know how powerful we are. I hope I hope I could have made it clear. It's kind of late in here, but yeah. That's such a beautiful energy. With the seven of voices, it's in the reverse position in here. That one of the layers that when people awaken that in you, and also your very close friends that you want to keep them around because you are not that type of a person that I'm picking up that you want to be, you know, people like people pleaser, or you want to keep your circle big. No, like you're very selective towards who you let in. You're very conscious about it. You know your energy is precious. So when people cross your boundaries, you can see her face versus her go face. So this is the layer I was talking about. So either someone does something that crosses your boundaries, or when the people in your life who knew you for a while, when they got a chance to get to know you more and more, they realize that it's not all about you know happy sunshine, good vibes, the positive guiding light person, very stable. Like you know how to balance yourself, you know how to speak up for yourself, you know how to say no, you know how to stand up for injustice. You're not going to accept it. Like you know how to literally show people, even with your energy, that you were not a doormat. Like if there was some time in your life, maybe even a young age, that people might be underestimating you, this is nowhere near there, that energy. So people really do respect you. And with the page of emotion, they want me to come back one more time to this card. And okay, this beautiful door in here, you don't let most people to see it. Like only the deserving ones can get to experience the beauty within you. Just like, oh my god, yeah, just like this page of emotions here. Like there is this like a green color of our heart chakra dominated with our divine masculine energies represented in here. That's beautiful. You only choose the people who to show that beautiful heart space of yours, and people know what that mystery comes from there. Like when when they first met you, they cannot put a finger on it, but there's this mysterious feeling that they pick up from you. And that kind of like energy you exude from yourself about your boundaries is very sensible. The other people pick up from it. So if they feel a little bit distant, coming towards you or hesitant, it's because of that energy. But that's nothing bad. It just means that maybe you're not in an energetic alignment with those people. So that's like also divine protection. And also with the page of emotions, you have such creative and gentle energy. Like you are the like a balanced version of opposing forces in the universe, literally. I love your energy group number one. Like people just can't get enough of you, especially when you shine your beautiful bright heart and light. It's like, oh my, like you can be the empress, you can be the emperor, you can be anything, and you can inspire people to be anything they want. Oh, that's such a beautiful energy. I love it. Okay, so I want to see a little bit more in detail about like what positive emotions do you awaken in people, in others. What positive emotions does group number one awaken in other spirits? What positive emotions does group number one awaken in others? Oh my God, yes. Peace. You bring out peace in others. I'm a being of love and I release all negative energy. You help people to transmute the negativity that they might be holding on to without even realizing it. They feel a sense of relief I mentioned before, I guess. After meeting with you, that's an incredible energy. Group number one, you are a healer. The ones that are lonely might be drawn to you. I know that I'm never alone. You make them feel understood. You connect people all around the world with your words. You might have like quite big audiences as well if you are sharing things all around the world, but like your presence basically makes everyone feel understood. I love it. Let me see what uncomfortable emotions you might be awakening in others. What uncomfortable emotions you might be awakening in others. With number one. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. We have empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. You are non judgmental. You are who you are. You see everyone as they are. You're literally cutting the bullshit. Like, if someone is trying to put a mask on, you're like, okay. Like you don't buy it and people sense it. That might be triggering for people. Like your empathy, your understanding levels might be really triggering in others who are not ready to receive this kind of like understanding and who are not ready yet to be seen with all of their wounds. So you're literally a mirror, an empath, a mirror in people's life. You reflect what they need to see, like their shadow selves, back to them. And like to those who are not ready to receive the reality, that might hurt it, and that might have been coming back to you in your childhood, maybe as a flag people were attacking you, even like with their words or trying to underestimate you extra. It's just because your presence was feeling like a threat for them. The humor card I was just mentioning at the very beginning, like this playful energy. I choose to focus on the lighter side of the life. This is like who you are basically. Like people see it as a positive or like a challenging thing depending on their state of life at that time, basically. Like you have a great sense of humor and sarcasm in you that not everyone might be getting it, but like when they get used to it, I feel like people can't get enough of you. I love that. So group number one, to close up the reading, I just want to see a little bit of like a pep talk from the spirit about you. What the spirit think of you? What do they want to say to you after these messages? How do spirits see you at number one? What do you want to say? Oh, trust. Oh, that's so beautiful. Group. Okay, I'm gonna get one more card. Group number one about how the spirit see you to close up the reading. Oh, the path. So spirit wants you to trust the path. So at the time that you're seeing this reading, group number one, you might be going for a rough path. If it is so, they want you to trust with this 32 adds up to 5. There's a change coming. And whatever is coming, your path is destined with the number 8 in here. The fact is that like you might have this humor and a beautiful sparkling energy, but at the same time you have a tendency to go out in your own shell. It just makes me feel of Cancer. I don't know if you have a prominent like Cancer placements. um Spirit is telling that you might feel alone most of the time, like not understood, because like this energy that I was just explaining in here, if you're resonating with it, unfortunately, the bigger the self-awarenessation that we are having towards ourselves, we are healing ourselves, it's like more likely to feel more alone, because then amount of people that we resonate decreases so significantly until we find the people who are meant to be in our lives, that soul tribe people that we really do resonate. So you might be at this kind of like a transition journey and feeling alone at the moment, but spirit wants you to trust. And also they are highlighting that none of these talks that I was making it here is, it's not like gibberish, or it's not like unreal. It is real. So maybe you have a hard time to accept compliments at times, or the trust that the good things are actually true. So this is one thing that the universe wants you to trust. And if you have been contemplating or thinking that having a cat or pet around you might be a nice thing, that might be a good idea for you to be more present in the moment. And you can see that this woman in here, like there is like a mountains and everything in the place that she's in, but there is like a beautiful pattern, new dawn in here. There's a new dawn coming in here for you. Spirit is literally acknowledging how strong you are, how resilient you are, and they're just promising that you are not going to feel alone. This is like your journey has already started, and you can be able to attract, and you are attracting the people you want in your life. We just want you to get a little bit off from your own shell and trust others as well. Like they're not gonna hurt you, we're not gonna allow it, because you have such a beautiful protection around you by the spirit, and also you're not gonna allow it as well. But this is what I got for you, group number one. I hope the messages were helpful and resonating for you, and I would love to hear from you down in the comments if they were. And if you give it a thumbs up to a video, I would really appreciate that one, if it really helps me too. If you want to further connect with me for a personal reading, you can find my email address in the description box below. And if you have any pick a card suggestions, you can always comment down in the description box. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen fluorite, then this is going to be a reading. So before I get into your reading, I want to share with you what I felt with the meditation, and I pick up an energy of like challenging. It keeps coming. So maybe you like to challenge people, their ideas, what they believe, or would like to bring in new perspectives, a little bit inspirational. And I'm also picking up an energy of like being strict, knowing what they want and going after what they want, and not allowing their emotions to get the best out of them. So if you're resonating with this might be a reading, but it's a general message, so you don't have to. And we can see more in detail about if you're gonna resonate with the messages. So first I want to check group number two. I break down the reading. First I want to get an archetype card to see how do others see you. And then I want to dive deeper in general about how do you make others feel. And then I want to see a little bit more in detail what positive emotions you brought growth in others and what challenging emotions you might be bringing in others. And at the end of the reading, I want to get some pep talk from the spirit about how do they see you, because like all the stuff about like how do you make others feel or how do they see you, it's still about their perspective. So I don't want to just end the reading there, and I just want to get some messages from spirits before the end. But let me see, how do others view you, group number 2? How do others view you? How do others view you, group number 2? Okay. Oh, we have a knight. So, light attribute says that loyal to romance and chivalry, a love of honor. And the shadow attribute says that allegiance, is it? No, to distract a ruler or principal, romantic delusions. Okay, group number 2. So, I'm highly picking up an energy that different people who had different experiences with you see you differently. So you might be the villain in some people's history and their story, and you might be the like knight in shining armor for the others. So it's all depending on like their perspective and what you guys have shared together. So in some cases, like there is just like a beautiful chivalry energy to you, that kind of like a I'm picking up a little for royal energy, knows what they want, gets after it. At the same time, like there's this beautiful, like a romantic energy, but I'm not picking up that you are showing your emotions much or you're giving into so much of your emotions. So you're extremely loyal, though. Some other people might have other experiences related to that. Like your loyalty requires effort, like your loyalty is not free, to be honest. What I'm feeling, of course, like none of ours, like you have this mentality that people see that if you want my attention, if you want my loyalty, if you want my time, you have to give me something back, like it had to worth it, basically. So this is the energy in general, how others view you, and they love how you dress, how you express yourself. Like it's just like such like elegance there that I'm picking it up. And when you do things, you just do it with all of your attention, and you just upgrade things that I'm picking it up. And if you're interested in someone, like want to impress someone, like you literally put the bar to the mountaintop, and people are like, shit, okay, so it's just too high now. I don't want to even give it a try after this, if that does make sense. This is so interesting energy I picked up from this one, group number 2. And we have full under the bottom. Like you have different aspects to yourself, like this fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. Ah, I cannot speak today. So, and then we have warrior in here. Strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. So it's definitely depending on people. You know how to light up the situations, but at the same time, you are a go-getter, group number 2. You know what you want, and the hard work does not basically deter you from your goals. But I want to see, in general right now, how do you make others feel, group number 2? How do you make others feel, group number 2? Ooh, we have awakening. This come in reverse. This should be the world card in this deck. How do you make others feel? Oh, okay. I love this. Ace of materials and Ace of inspiration. And they're kind of like looking at each other in the aspect that I'm just holding them together. Awakening in reverse, this is such an interesting energy. How do you make others feel? Why the awakening is in reverse? Can you tell me, Spirit, with one clarity, why the awakening is in reverse? You just unbalance something within people. Okay. So this is like the Queen of Voices, Queen of Swords energy in the reverse. So you are very direct group number two. So for some people, you are so direct and you don't change your approach from person to person. Like this is who you are. Like take it or leave it kind of like energy. You bring it up in other people. So for the ones who are not ready for this direct approach, they might take it to the heart and personally, and that might actually somehow unbalance them, makes them question their own worth, like their own ideas all along, because like, you have such a confidence in you about what you believe, how to express yourself, how you want to go, even like when you express your achievements or when you tell them about your inspirations, like what you want to do, even your visions in the future, it might like shake their words in a little bit about it, make them feel like, what the hell am I doing with my life? Okay. Like it's they cannot be even happy with you because all focus turns to themselves because they feel such a lackness in themselves. This is such an interesting energy I'm picking up from the combination of the two cards. So only take the messages if they're resonating with number two. I believe if you're resonating with these messages, you already felt somehow like this a couple of different occasions. So this is not something totally new that I'm just blowing your mind up right now. No. So if you're not resonating, this might not be your pile. I just want to mention that. But like, you are truth. Like, you are the truth seeker. You have a BS detector. You don't want to just spend your time with the nonsense and the bullshit. So you want to bring the clarity to the people. Like, you have no like personal issues with others' achievements or etc. But you also don't want to waste their time, and you just want to cut to the chase basically with this approach, with the ones who could actually get you, who are there, healed enough so that they're not going to take things personally, but on the other hand, they could actually receive you, receive the positive things that you are bringing up to the table. You inspire many, many others. So you can open up their minds, you can show them the opportunities that they might have been missing. You might be actually I don't know, like you might have your own business, you might inspire people to follow their own dreams, like you might show them how to make money out of their passions. You might make them realize their beauty. You might be promoting a positive body image. You might be even like is this a thing? How? Like you might help them to transform themselves inside out. So if you're a coach, for example, you might be helping people with their body image too, like a personal trainer. I saw 1001, so that might be confirmation for some. You might be a stylist, like you might make people feel beautiful. Like you might even help them to pick like specific outfits or how to accessorize themselves in a way that it's gonna make them feel beautiful. Like you understood people. Like you don't judge them. You really understand them. You make them feel seen, and you are so open and you are more connected to people who actually expresses their passions. So you want to see from other people that, for example, when you talk with someone and you're like, hey, how are you, like, and it's your friend, doesn't have to be your best friend, but hey, how are you, and they're like, okay, yeah, everything is good. You don't like it. Like, you're like, give me everything, you know? How do you feel actually? Like, are you bored? Are you tired? Are you sick of this nonsense? What do you want to achieve in your life? What gives you the passion? What sparks up your soul? Like, what you want to change in the world? So you're like, cut to the chase, please. So it's that kind of like energy I'm picking up right now, that you might be resonating by being a bitch or love that stuff, or you might have your own like, I'm picking up an energy like alchemist. So you might be quite good with the herbs, doing some rituals. You might be helping other people around that as well, who are opening into it. I love this energy, group number two. You make others feel that there's still hope. There's always gonna be hope. Like whenever they feel like they're stuck, they cannot move with anything, you give them hope by giving them practical tips and perspectives, and you make them believe that they can make anything they want in this life. You are a natural inspiration for people who could get you. And I'm picking up an energy that you're totally okay, that you know that you're not everyone's person and you don't want to be. So for those who does not get you, that's totally okay. It's none of my business of the energy that I'm getting up. Okay. So grab number two. I want to see what positive emotions you awaken in others. Okay. Regret. Is that the energy I was talking about? I know that I cannot change the past. Okay, so this is beautiful together than the positive emotions part. This is that energy I was picking up with the Queen of Swords and the awakening in here. That, for those who hasn't just achieved so much things in their life, or who has been stuck in their south node or in their safe zone, and they haven't just progressed so much because of all of their fears and negativity around them, and they haven't faced with their shadow yet, they were not feeling ready for it, or they weren't pushed enough, or it's not their destiny, whatever is that. But like, I mean, if you're pushing them, it's kind of their destiny to change them. But for those that you make them feel a little bit less about themselves. This is not intentional, it's just your energy and it's all about them. They feel this regret about their past. Like, what have I been doing all of my life? But since this is coming up in a positive place, like what positive emotions you are just awakening in people, that just tells me that whatever you're doing, whatever you're making others feel, it is meant to be. Like this is part of your life purpose group number two. I hope you're in tune and happy with it. Forgiveness. Okay. I acknowledge that the harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Definitely. So I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So you are helping others to forgive themselves. First of all, you are showing others in what area of their life they are feeling stuck. And then you're unlocking that part in them somehow, that it creates, first of all, forgiveness for themselves, towards themselves, about like they couldn't achieve as much as they would have wanted until this point. They couldn't do that, or they like anything along those lines, even the forgiving for the hurts of the other people's cause in their life. So first you're unlocking that part in them which helps them to forgive the things in their life, including themselves, in order for them to release, so that they can move beyond their past and follow their own purpose. This is a beautiful energy group number two. It's such a powerful energy. So next I want to see what uncomfortable emotions you might be awakening in others. What uncomfortable emotions you might be awakening in others. Oh, that card came in the group number one, but okay. Loneliness, and we have blame under the bottom of the deck. So I know that I'm never alone. So this is a time for, you are here for rude awakening for other people, basically. So when they just hear you, when they are in your presence, if you are not in alignment with them, this creates some kind of like loneliness in them, or they might this might also cause them to question their life and what they have been doing all along, as I was saying it. And you might be also like quite like a sharp about like not investing your energy anymore into the people who you are not in alignment anymore, that you grew apart. So some people might take it personally, but whatever is happening, however you're reacting, or however you are, whichever way you are choosing to go and follow in this path, it's very much destined. So the other people feels lonely might be also part of their destiny and journey. So you might very well be destined to actually bring out those emotions in them, so that they can complete their own journey. And about the blame, I accept the responsibility for my well-being. So it was this energy with the night that I was getting. So the other people might be like judging you with the judgment, with the blame, whenever they just feel a bit less about themselves. And also, they might not want to take a responsibility towards their own well-being, and they might just choose a shortcut about just putting the blame on others. A little bit of emotional immaturity in here, but again, this is not of your business, but these are the energies I was getting. So, group number two, I want to get lost messages from the spirit, a little bit of a pep talk, because all of these things I was mentioning are people's perceptions. They are not the written in the stone kind of like a thing. It's just like based on their own past, their own experiences, their own projections. So they are not the absolute truth. So I want to get, how do people, how do spirits see you, and what kind of like a pep talk, okay, they want to give to you at the moment by closing up the reading. Okay, this wants to come. Oh my god, sovereignty. This is beautiful. This just gives me high priestess energy. And one more card. But how the spirit sees you and what kind of like a pep talk they want to give. You are the knower. Oh, boundaries. I swear this card came. And the wisdom 22. You're here to share your wisdom with the other people. You might love reading books. You are co-creating with the universe in here. Let me show you the boundaries. So I will read quickly the sovereignty. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. My pronunciation is terrible today. Okay, yes. So the Queen of the Moon. It says that goddesses of the moon are one of the oldest kinds of the feminine divine and feature in mythologies from almost every corner of the globe. So from Diana of the ancient Rome and the Greek Artemis to the Semitic Astarte and Hina from Polynesia, the link with the feminine divine and the lunar planet and cycles is a strong one. So the goddesses in all their myriad of forms were extremely powerful and demonstrated to the woman that they naturally have power as well. So this says that we should strive to be powerful queens of our own domain. Women especially have been socialized to defer, to keep small, to be quiet, and to hold a very twisted kind of service that borders on servitude. While in many first world countries women can choose to be what they wish to be on paper, women still experience inequality in most countries and areas such as wage disparity and an imbalance of the numbers of women in government in high level board positions. So, however, what has been accepted in the past is not what will be accepted in the future, and a new queendom is coming. So we must, as any queen, would set firm boundaries to protect our queendom and those who are under our protection. This does not mean we become cruel rulers. We should always aim for benevolence, fairness, and great love for all, as well as ourselves. It doesn't mean that we may push against who does not respect our line and stand. It just goes so good with the boundaries, sunshine, in here. So this might have a special place in your heart, literally the injustice and inequality between women and men in the society at the moment. So I don't want to go so much deeper into details in that, but you might be literally a speaker for justice, and your actions might be also supporting it. So one thing is that whatever you would like to bring out by setting the boundaries, your spirit wants you to keep your beautiful heart intact and keep following it. And wherever you're speaking, spirit is acknowledging that it is from the heart space. So you don't have to put a very hard shell around you, as long as you are speaking from your heart space, so that you are protected. And spirit is acknowledging all the work and the passion you are putting into things that you have been pursuing, that you have been that was creating a spark in your soul, basically. You are a flower to bloom, and if you, very 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 specific message, take it only as a resonate. If you're not a mother, if you want to be a mom, so there's going to be a beautiful daughter of yours if you want to be a mother. And this is actually, it is one of the destined paths for you, that one of the things you agreed to do when you're coming into this world, to have a daughter and to basically raise her with everything you want to see out from the world, if that makes sense. You want to give, you're going to transfer all of your wisdom to her. That was so specific message. I do not know how is it connecting, or if you're already a mother, that might be the thing that you're actually doing it there. But yeah, just take it as it resonates, and I'll leave it if it's not. But this is like for you group number 2. I hope the messages were helpful and resonating for you. I hope you like them. And if you want to share your experiences in regards to the reading in the comments, I'll appreciate that. If you want to give the thumbs up if you like the reading, I love that one as well. That really helps me. If you want to further down connect with me, you can find my email address in the description box below for the personal readings. If you have any pick card reading suggestions, please leave a comment down below. I love to explore them. And I'm wishing you a beautiful rest of your week, and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the clear chords, then this is going to be your reading. And I want to share with you what I felt during your meditation, and just take them if they resonate with you, because they're general messages. They don't have to. But I heard like a light and a dark, like I'm just picking up an energy that you might resonate by being put in people's life when they are going through a harder time, only later on to feel like you have been used, you have been maybe taken advantage of and completed your purpose, served the purpose, and then that person's out from your life. That might have been a repeating pattern in your relationships. Maybe friendships, romantic relationships, somehow even like in the family. So take it if that resonates for you. It doesn't have to be again. I feel like you might be resonating by doors keep just closing out on you as well. Maybe at the moment, but like also it's like more than momentary energy that I'm picking up. Like it might be that you get into people's life, you solve their problems, but whenever it's your turn, like you haven't reciprocated anything back. But I'm not sure like how many of you will be resonating with this message. So let us see group number 3. First of all, I want to like break down the reading. First of all, I'm gonna check how do others view you from an archetype card, and then I want to check in generally how do you make others feel, and then I want to see what positive emotions you awaken in others and what uncomfortable emotions you awaken in others. Then I'm going to close up the reading by messages from the spirit, some pumping up messages for you about how the spirit view you, what do they want to tell you, because like all of the things that we are going to check right now are depending on other people's perspective of you. They are not the absolute truth. That's why I don't want to lead the reading there, but I want to get some last messages from spirit before closing out. So let's see group number 3. I want to say 1. Maybe you have masters in 1. But how do others view you group number 3? How do others view you group number 3? How do others view you group number 3? I'm just picking up energies words like indecisive, but let's see. How do others view you group number 3? How do others view you? Okay. Yeah, it's like it wanted to come but not. Okay. Let's see, we have gambler. So the light attribute says that willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. Shadow attribute says that relying on a luck rather than hard work. So I'm picking up energies around people don't, you feel like not understood by the people around you, I guess, most of the time. As a group number 3, I'm just picking up an energy that you do things that makes you feel good and excited. I'm also just getting an energy that maybe it's like a little bit hard for you to focus at times. You might need some motivation all the time to keep your focus up, but like the main energy is kind of like you keep doing things that maybe does not make so much sense for others at that time. So there is this energy of feeling a little bit alienated from others. And it's a little bit dark. Let me try to put on some light. So you might have been feeling a little bit alienated from others. Like you don't expect people to understand you, but at the same time, it's not the best way to live through life. Um, and other people might be misunderstanding you and maybe discrediting your work as well, as if like whatever you achieve is like maybe through luck and not by the hard work you put on it. Like you might have a good grasp around the manifestation, how it works, how to manipulate the energies around you, which just creates immense opportunities for you to actually get the things you want in this life. And since the other people does not have this concept, and since they don't have exactly what they wanted to have in their life, and they even don't have a clue about what you actually want to have from life, like most of the desires might be ego based but not in a sense to fulfill their own soul. So that might have created that kind of like effect actually in you group number 3. I want to say 1 again, that they might not be actually understanding you. Yeah, sorry for the interruption group number 3, but let's continue. So after this point I want to check in generally, how do you make others feel group number 3? How does group number 3 makes others feel, spirit? How do they make others feel? Sorry, that was loud. Yes. How do you make others feel, group number 3? Okay, that was very gentle. Oh my god, Knight of Emotions. You have such a gentle soul, group number 3. Is there? Okay, for the first time, I'm just like putting attention on like that. I know how does that call, but like that thing, or the horse's nose over here. It makes me think that most of the time, people are picking up your emotions. They cannot make sense of what it is, but they feel like you have a lot to say, but you are not saying it. They feel like you're a dreamer, you're in your own world, and at the times they feel like they don't know how to connect with you. It's as if like you're in a dream state. They might feel like also maybe they are boring you because they feel that you're not like genuinely want to actually connect with them, but like maybe out of kindness you're not saying anything. Like the spirals are all about like a growth and here, and I'm just getting an energy that you're mostly in your own head. And that might actually cause you to isolate from any kind of environment you're in. So it's like nearly like, dozing off in the middle of a conversation or during the day. And I saw 0202 in the clock, so that might be your confirmation. Um, it is that it's a little bit of like a Pisces energy that I'm picking up on. This is also like a water sign representative card. So Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer might be dominant in your chart. Like people think that you're in your own world, and then when you go back to your shell, which usually feels that you're mostly in your shell and you don't like other people being around you so much, they might think that you're an introvert. You might resonate by being an introvert. But I'm sorry, it makes them feel that you might not like, this might not be your first priority to do with them. Like, I mean, you have no problem with them specifically per se, but you would rather be on your own self, if that does make sense. And Five of Voices in reverse, it's like in this deck, the representation is like you can see there's like duality within her. Like someone is just like sending an olive branch, but it's as if like universe is just putting up an opportunity, or you're trying to find your own way out from your own mind. But at times it might be very much dominating. You might have like a very subtle natural beauty that actually makes people feel, I don't know, like even calm. Like the physical appearance is also like tells a lot for us. Mm, it's like part of your mystery, like the natural, beautiful, like a subtle beauty there, but like there's a lot non-expressed. And I'm not sure if it was group number one, but I was just picking up that kind of like a mysterious energy as well, either for group number one or two. So let us see more like how to make others feel group number three. Oh my god. We have, okay. Awakening the World cards is in reverse. We have Death and a Queen of Emotions. You have such depth to you, group number three. So Death is like a Scorpio energy. Queen of Emotions, again, like Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer might be very, very dominant in your charts. So that is all about transformation. It's not about literal death. So you have such big depth to you, and like you have immense psychic powers, group number three. Like you can use it for any kind of senses, for the light, for the light, for the dark. And you are meant to break cycles. You are meant to break any kind of distorted traditions in this world. So you are here for a very, very, it's not even like a very specific purpose, but you're here surely for a specific purpose. But your biggest purpose is to find your purpose. It just feels like a little bit violent to say, but like your biggest purpose in here to basically focus on your self-development and focus on yourself. You might have been in this understanding and this like a withdrawing mode to yourself since you were a kid. Maybe you felt like not understood since you were a child, and maybe this is part of your journey to feeling in this way until there is a point in your lifetime, if you choose so, to connect with the others, like bringing in the like-minded people. I mean, with the death card, people feel like if you speak, they might not able to, first of all, grasp at what you are talking about, and secondly, they they don't want to take the risk. Like if you really be open up, they somehow feel threatened about like their own well-being and sense of self might be like affected, in a sense that they are not ready for it yet. It's not like in a sense that, oh, that you're gonna attack them. No, like you sharing the things that you know with the people who are not ready as a literal tower effect on their lives. So somehow people are picking up on it, that I believe. People are like, some people might be fantasizing about you. It's like an extremely dreamy energy. Like they just can't get enough of that energy, of that mystery of yours, and how of a subtle, beautiful, nurturing energy you have, but at the same time you can be so cold. Is the energy that I'm picking up on. So some people are just constantly having you in their dream state. You might be actually traveling to other people's dreams inside of them, and like you might be doing it even consciously. Like you might have been training for it as well. Like if you haven't been, you would very well be doing it. I'm just picking up the energy. I haven't picked up the energy from that card before. But the Queen of Emotions, Queen of Cups in here, I mean, you were a queen. I'm picking up a past life energy in here, group number 3. Like even like Lemuria is coming to me right now. Like you had some past life where you have been a royalty. Like you had that energy to yourself. You're not meant for everyone, and there's this elegance to you. I don't know which group was it, but I might have been mentioning this elegance and like the royalty energy in one of the groups, maybe group number 2, not sure. But there's an energy of yours, and literally your heart is a portal, so you are bringing in energies that you wish to see in this world. So the world at this moment is not in a way that you wish it to be. Like you have big dreams about the world because like you have lived in tons better places in your past lives where it wasn't dominated by our ego or our distorted minds. So you are meant to bring in this new earth literally to this a lifetime, and people are picking up on that energy. Like how you're making others feel is you are a free soul. People feel like they cannot contain you, they cannot manipulate you, they cannot gaslight you. You have such strong boundaries even without you using your words. Like your presence is everything. Wow, such powerful energies here, group number 3. Okay, I'm intrigued about connecting with your energy. So let's see. I want to see right now like what positive emotions you are awakening in others, group number 3. Whoa! Huh? Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Like, is this kind of like a lighthouse image that it just calls out to me in this card? And you are a different, group number 3. Like people cannot put their finger on you when they first met you, even like when they started to get to know you. Like the moment they think that they knew you, there's a new aspect of you rising, and they're like, what? Okay. Like it's not a bad thing, but like it's just like their perception is like very limited whenever it comes to the things that you could offer to this world. So you are here to basically open up people's minds and bring out this new earth, and you're already doing it with your own frequency, with the own healing that you have been doing it on yourself. They think that you make people feel that actually they can do anything they put their mind into if they want so, because like they believe very firmly that you are doing it, even if you might not be bragging about it, which is definitely not the energy I'm picking up on. Like your energy speaks out for you, not your actions or not your words. And like I mean they might be talking as well, but like I don't think that you have that need. And I guess I saw 1111. Oh my god. Okay. Crazy number like synchronicities might be around you as well, but like people think that you accept challenges, they don't deter you from your own way, and you're immensely strong that they don't understand even at the sense of how, from where the strength is coming from. That strength I'm talking about is a spiritual strength, and you also make them feel like they can do whatever they put their mind into. However, most of those people that I'm picking up as energetically, that they may not be ready for it. So the reason why you are bringing up those kind of emotions in those people is that you are the first awakening and triggering point in their life towards something that they have never experienced. So, what are the uncomfortable feelings you are bringing up in others? How do you make others uncomfortable feelings? Group number 3. Ooh, ooh, oh, we have a lot. Really? Okay, so let's start. I got one card, but peace? Seriously? Gratitude and doubt? Okay, so you're breaking everything that they thought they knew. So I release the need to know all the answers set out. So you have such an open presence, group number 3, to everything. So you are not ego driven, you are mature person, and they pick up on that energy, and they knew that if there are occasions that you might have been like basically discussing topics, and somehow your point of view is actually tended to change. It's in a sense that like you can accept others' point of view. Like it does not mean that someone has an opposing opinion about your opinion does not basically shake your sense of self, and that actually shakes people's somehow peace. Like it's that beautiful exuding energy of gratitude and the peace that you embody actually somehow bothers people at a sense, and like this is why you're here for, to basically emanate this gratitude and peace energy in like a disregarding of how people are perceiving that energy. Like if they're getting triggered, it's their own journey, it has nothing to do with you. Like you were just like the triggering awakening step for them. So you are basically shedding a light in their life to the things that they even didn't know that they had to look out for, as like to heal. I'm gonna put them back, but guilt and love also came. So it's like I come into the practice of seeing the good in all things as love, and guilt says that I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So this could go also to an extent that you might have been like having this kind of like effect of triggering people through mostly loving relationships, more of the romantic relationships. But I'm seeing that this also happens in your very close circle. So that's why you might be feeling that like not understood, because like there is just like a guilt that you awaken in other people. Like it is awakening by that, like they have those limiting beliefs that no longer serves them, and through love connections you are awakening those feelings in that people, that could make them uncomfortable, actually that could trigger them. Okay, I'm gonna keep that. So okay, sorry for any like less than pleasant messages, group number 3, but I really want to just end the reading by getting messages from the spirit about how the spirit view you, and any kind of like a pumping you up kind of like a messages, because all of these things in here were all people's perceptions. It is not the absolute truth in here. Although there were messages about your life purpose, etc., you might be resonating with that. So, but mostly people's perceptions in here as well. So that's why I want to close off the reading with a little bit more light-hearted messages from spirit about how the spirit view you. And we have self-love. It's a 6 card. Spirit sees you as such a beautiful soul, like you're out of this world and you're a blessing in this world for the people. You're put in people's life. literally to awaken them. And spirit is also like acknowledging that the pain that you have been going through in your own journey, but like your self-love journey is literally started with those pain that you've been gone through, and then now it's like evolving more and more whenever you just like you're being more in peace and love with your own self. This is such a beautiful energy. There was a realization card under the bottom of the deck, like you are learning a lot about yourself, group number 3. Like this is creating an immense sense of self-awareness, self-love, and literally you're going to start attracting more and more people aligned with yourself, because like the growth that you have been through until this moment is wow, seriously. We have a lot of cards for you. Why group number 3? We had darkness. Okay. Spirit is again saying that one thing is coming. It might be a cliche to hear, but like it's the darkest before the dawn is the energy that I'm picking up on. But at the same time, this is not the end of your journey. You're meant for greater things, and you actually thrive in darkness. You might be resonating by being a night owl and being more productive, yeah, during the night time, but you also have that sense of like a connection with the moon and the sky. You might very well be a star seeds and have this longing out for home, but you're meant to create your own home, an own sense of belonging in this earth. I want to get one more card. Release. You are upgrading in your DNA. Literally, you're transmuting, you're transforming. There are beautiful butterflies in here, multiple of them. So you are strong enough to take this journey. That's why you're on this journey, group number 3. The spirit wants me to say, and you are a perfect channel between two worlds that I'm seeing in here. Like spirit love to work for you. But okay, like these are the messages that all I got for you, group number 3. I hope you find something resonating in here. I would appreciate if you do let me know about the messages, if they were resonating with you, down in the comments. If you give it a thumbs up if you loved the reading, it really helped me, helps my channel. If you want to further down connect with me for personal reading, you can find my email address in the description box below. And if you have any pick card suggestions, please do let me know. I would love to discover them. But I'm wishing an amazing rest of your week, and please do take care of yourself. You deserve some more self-love, and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye-bye.